Every month, we pick one lucky commenter and subscriber from all of our unboxings, and they win a £100 OnTableTop gift card. And remember to click that little bell, because that really helps us out.
Hi everybody, it's Justin from OnTableTop. I'm joined by Ryan.
Hello.
And today you have another board game for us.
Yes!
Square...
I believe in you. I believe in you. You can do this.
C-N-I-X. I can't say that. Nix? Or Snix?
It's an E. So it's the red that's throwing you off here. It's Square Enix.
Ah.
It's the merger between Squaresoft and Enix.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Tomb Raider.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This is old school gaming.
Yes.
The new movie was good though.
I enjoyed the new movie. I thought it was good fun.
It was a nice reboot.
Turn my brain off. Just watch it.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
But what is this game?
So I'm conflicted about Tomb Raider, the board game, because Square Enix is doing really interesting things with their catalog. Well, I say interesting. They're doing weird things with their video game catalog when they're turning it into board games, and that they're taking the idea of what makes it, or the perception of that video game and the franchise, and making that the spectacle. So it's not really necessarily about the characters or the story or what makes the game special, but like about the franchise and about how cool that franchise is. So so that seems to be the case with Tomb Raider Legends, but there's a couple interesting mechanics about it. So so in this you are playing as different versions of Lara Croft, all at the same time.
What?
Yes. So you're playing from Angel of Darkness, from the original 3 Tomb Raiders, from Tomb Raider Legends, and I can't remember the other one that you're playing. And Angel of Darkness, Legends, the first 3, and Legends.
Okay.
I think I said Legends twice there.
You may have done. All right, well, let's dive into the components. So in the box, first thing we come across is a rulebook in English, and then boards.
These are your player boards, yeah.
Okay.
So they track
these out.
Yep. So they track the experience levels, the health, the exhausted cards, and the cards you're playing this turn.
Okay, so this is modern, and then we go back.
Oh, Underworlds. Tomb Raider 1 to 3. I forgot Underworld. So, Underworlds, Tomb Raider 1 to 3, Angel of Darkness, Legends.
All right, let me see if I can put these into actual chronological order. I think it's that. Just by graphics, possibly.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Just these two. So, if this is kind of reverse chronological order. So, Underworlds came after Legends.
Okay. Really? Because I like the look of this version better.
Yeah, so...
the style of this is nicer than the uber realness.
So Legends was the first one made by Crystal Dynamics, and it was the first in a trilogy with Legends, then it was Anniversary, then it was Underworlds.
Yeah, and then I think Ian Livingstone was involved with this franchise for a good while, wasn't he?
Yes, he was part of the original team that made it.
And then, I remember the old Lucasade adverts.
Yeah, actually I remember those as well. In the cinema, I remember those coming out. Yeah, those were pretty cool.
All right, so let's use the original, because hopefully everybody should know that one. What are we seeing on the character board here?
Okay, so you see your Lara Croft, and the color that you are, which corresponds to which miniature you use on the table. You have their experience points, which you can use to boost card effects, that sort of thing. You have their health tracker, their injuries, and if you go down in health, then it determines the maximum card or hand size you can have. On your turn, you play 3 cards, and they're popped here. And then in the next turn, those cards are then exhausted and they can't be used for the next turn.
I see. And do they trigger first, second, third, I assume, and then move across?
Indeed. So everybody triggers their first card, then everybody triggers their second, and so on.
I like the fact that you have a turn outline here. So this gives you your rundown on what you're doing, and your game progression as well.
Yeah.
Which is quite nice.
Yeah.
Select action, player turns, end of round, and then the breakdown from player turns.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really clear and easy to follow.
Yes, indeed. Now, I was instantly drawn to this at Expo because it has a kind of circular board.
Ooh, okay. So we have start, the chapters, and then the goal?
Yes, so it is a race game. So you pop these modules on them like so, and when one Lara enters that zone, the tile is flipped over, and their effects and their threat level are shown. So you fill up the entire board, so you can see this is what a tile would have. So at the bottom is its threat level, and so you have to eliminate the threat level entirely before you can move off that tile.
Okay, cool.
And then there's lots of other effects around the side, depending on if you're the one to eliminate the threat level or if you're the first one to enter a tile.
Okay, question then.
Yes.
Is there a specific order these go in, or are they randomly drawn?
Apart from the first and last one, I believe they can all
be randomly drawn.
So you can mix up what tiles that
are
thrown in there.
That makes for an interesting play area.
Yeah, it makes a nice circular board. Exactly, it's absolutely different. And then there's even more. I just haven't picked out here. So you'll have the goal and the climax of the game as well.
So hang on, how many of the? Okay, so we get 3 climaxes, one of each.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume you use one of these during each game, yeah?
Yeah.
And each one's different. So we've got Illuminated Dead End, Dual Stage, and Terminus Throne? Cool.
Yeah.
And then, they each have their own threat level as well. So the Dueling Arena looks like the really difficult one.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't progress past here without the artifact. So I assume we are tomb raiding as well?
So the goal of the game is to be the Lara with the artifact when you leave the last tile. So you get to the goal with the artifact.
Okay. And then this is just double-sided, the same. This is just showing you've reached the end.
Absolutely. So what will happen in a game is once all these tiles are placed, you will then place either the artifact. Well, you will shuffle these cards, which are the artifact and 2 artifact replicas. They are shuffled and then placed down on the tiles, so no player knows which one they are in. And then players are then trying to rob each other of the real artifact and try to figure out who has the real one, so that they can get to the end with the real one.
Okay, so there's a little bit of bluffing as, you're stealing from me, which one do you want?
Absolutely, yeah. So in addition to those artifact cards, you also have raid cards. And you pick up raid cards during the adventure, so you'll explore dungeons and tiles, and you'll pick up raid cards when you do that. And so these give you effects such as robbing other players or revealing the artifact and who has it. That sort of
thing.
You
can explore and rest, helter-skelter during your turn, move another Lara 1 tile backwards.
Indeed. So you can really waylay others, or you can interrupt them if they're trying to steal from you with certain raid cards.
I like all the different artwork from the different games we're seeing on these as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's a real...
if you're a Lara Croft fan... look, I was talking about the adverts. I think that was a scene from one of them.
Yeah, it does feel like it, yeah.
All right, so these are just all different reactions that you can do against your opponents.
So, and those are in addition to your regular actions, which you can take. So every player gets these. So there's action, there's rush.
So you can reduce the threat level of your current area by 2, boost reduce the threat level of your current area by 2, and draw a card.
So that boost is when you spend experience points to do so.
You have your assault, your explorer. You can draw a raid card. Boosted, you draw 2. Rest, increase your experience by 1 and heal an injury. That's really nice that you just have a similar set, and then you get your customization depending on what raid cards you've drawn.
Yeah, exactly, and it's when to play these cards, because you don't want to rest when everybody's going to be advancing to the next tile, and they're going to be reaping the benefits.
Yeah.
So it's when to play.
You've got a steal regular action, so choose a Lara in the same area as you and steal 1 raid card from her. Okay, this I like because it means that you're not relying on a draw deck to actually randomly get the ability to steal from someone. It's just something you can do.
Exactly.
And if you boost it, you choose a Lara in the same area as you and steal 2 raid cards from her. That could be quite powerful.
So it's interesting because the artifact and the artifact replica cards, they only come in the later tiles of the adventure. So you find that in the first areas, you're kind of arming yourselves with lots of raid cards that are useful, and then when you get to that, it's now. Now is when the bluff is being played.
Yeah.
So it's interesting for that.
Yeah. It also gives a nice balance to it because it's resource management. Because during areas, do I spend them early? Do I get through it easily and quickly and reap the benefits of that?
Yeah.
Or do I really just try and turtle down and just get the biggest hand I can to hide that artifact?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's mechanics in there that are interesting, which kind of, for me, I feel like this is a huge nostalgia trip. So it's good if you have, like, everybody around your table is a huge Lara Croft fan. But like, other than that, there are some mechanics that I think can pull players in.
There's some tactical depth to it. What's the red cards?
Red cards, they're just for each player. So there's green for the green player, red for the red player. And
those are your standard actions.
Yeah, they're the standard actions.
And then the minis?
Yep. So, here you go.
Okay, let's have a quick gander at these. So, just need one because it's all the same.
Mm-hmm.
At least I think it's all the same.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Yeah, so it's just a little Lara Croft token that you can place on the board.
Mm-hmm.
I quite like the little ovals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we've got a few black cubes in here as well.
So they're to track the threat level and your experience level as well.
Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and then you can track up to 4 areas at a time, which makes sense because you could only move through them a certain amount, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. So you can only have, you might have one Lara in, say, or one of each Lara in 4 areas.
It seems like a cool game. It's got a strong IP behind it. I mean, like with that new movie coming out, there's got to be some interest there. So.
Sure. It's a strong IP, but it is leveraging that IP, I feel, a bit too much. Like, if you're a Lara Croft fan, perfect. If you're not, maybe one to avoid.
Okay. Well, it's 3 to 4 players and plays in about 40 minutes, so it's not super heavy.
Yeah, it's pretty light. And because I quite like bluffing mechanics, so it's interesting. I'd like to see how that plays out in it.
Oh yeah, have you seen my poker face?
Is it good? I'm not convinced. I feel like you're hiding something from me already.
All right, everybody, I tell you what, drop your comments down below. Tell us what you think of Tomb Raider Legends. Yes?
Yes.
We will move on. We'll see you again soon.
I'll take 2.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.